a triumphant melody for millions of Americans across the U.S. When you hear this song, it's usually because you're celebrating someone completing a major milestone in their life. So when it plays here at the McDade High School gym on Friday night, just know it's been almost 80 years in the making.
During the 1940s, there was a fire, early 1940s, there was a fire that destroyed the high school. At that point, the townspeople decided to send their students to Elgin ISD.
McDade ISD Superintendent Barbara Marchbanks says when she was hired 5 years ago, the board asked if she would be willing to bring back a high school. After learning about the town's rich history, she jumped at the opportunity.
They had the school, the old building, insured for about $5,000. And the cost to rebuild it was going to be $8,000 plus. The community decided that they would rather go ahead and bus their kids over to Elgin rather than to construct a new building. That was during World War II, and the community decided that they wanted to conserve their resources and not rebuild it at that time.
This is where the old school stood before it burned down. Now it's the Helen Blonsky building, which houses K through 8th graders. 9th through 12th graders were dispersed throughout several schools in Central Texas. In 2016, Marchbanks reestablished high school courses at McDade ISD. Many facilities have been repurposed, but this gym, just a few feet away from where the original school once stood, will be where Friday's commencement ceremony will take place.
It means a lot to this community, I think, because when we have kids that are here for their whole entire school, that's awesome. We get to see everything.
Marchbanks says the students are ecstatic and are positively overwhelmed to go from a 1A small school into a 5A school. She says the parents and community members are extremely supportive. Like Terry Johnson, who was raised about 2 blocks away from the school. He graduated from the class of 1973.
So now that this group is getting to stay at the same school in their own hometown, they got an advantage over people like us because I felt out of place when I went to another school. So I'm proud to see this.
Johnson says he doesn't know any of these 7 graduates, but says he's coming to celebrate a huge milestone in the community he grew up in.
They're the first. It's like a history-making thing. I mean, to me, when I went to school, we graduated in 8th grade and we graduated class of 6. Now they're graduating as a class of 7, I believe. It's a history moment, for them, so hopefully they cherish that.